From Bad Monkey Studios in beautiful Amish country, heard throughout these fabulous United States and around the globe on the World Wide Web, this is the B Team with Cory and Jim.
Yeah, that's the one. Scientology. Those people.
Now, you're a bit of a. I don't mean to cut you off.
That's okay.
But you have you studied theology?
I know a little something.
Glanced at it.
Yeah. I read a book.
For have you done any research on Scientology itself? Because I have not. I don't know. All I know is kind of hearsay in regards to what it's all about. The guy who created it is kind of
L. Ron Hubbard,
a hoaxer, if you will. If I'm a backcountry, and he just created this religion, if you will, out of nowhere. Just he wrote fiction novels, right, or something to that effect.
He did write fiction, yeah, everything he wrote was science fiction. Until he wrote this. It's like science fiction, Scientology. Now that's real. Science fiction. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But it's based on anybody could do this. He just, I guess, had the cojones and somehow the financial backing to make it happen because it's just based on such simple, be good to each other, be work hard, be kind, and it'll come back to you.
So basically, like karma.
Yeah, a little. Yeah.
Okay.
A little. But yeah, L. Ron Hubbard. I read his. It was not an autobiography, but it was a biography of him and some of the things. I mean, this guy was into everything. They had on display, they had photographs of, I guess he was an auxiliary, was it a deputy sheriff? He was an auxiliary police officer for like Los Angeles.
Really?
PD, and they had his stuff, and it looked like it was in a case or something, like it was on display somewhere, like at the Big Lodge.
Must have been a small PD.
LAPD? Yeah. Just a few.
No, you said somewhere in Los Angeles, around there.
Yeah. No, I think it was LAPD. I'm sure it was LAPD. But they had like his auxiliary badge, an auxiliary shirt, like a hat that he wore and stuff like that. Like they were showing us through a museum, but it was in this book.
So what you're telling me is he donated a lot of money to LAPD.
Yeah.
And that's why his stuff, because otherwise, how many people go through the Los Angeles Police Department, man?
Yeah.
Probably a lot.
Does money make you insane? And I'm not talking Trump here. I don't want to get political. But, I mean, look at DuPont. Look at this guy. Look at L. Ron. What in the world?
Money, I don't think definitely makes you insane. But what it does do is it lets insane people do even more insane shit. So the DuPont folks or whatever, and this Hubbard cat, clearly aren't. Well, I guess they are and they aren't. I guess they're not playing cards with a full deck,
from the get.
Right, but they have certain characteristics that have made them successful. So they're not stupid people, but there's definitely something off, and they've just focused in on their little niche, and it's just exploded into, well, not DuPont, but Hubbard, essentially. And it's exploded into this thing. I mean, it sounds like from what I've heard about Scientology and that whole shtick is, it's kind of a con where you have to like pay a certain amount of money to not only join, but like to level up or something to that effect. I don't know. I don't know if that's the way it's been described to me. So I don't know if that's I don't know.
I don't even know what reneging is. So leveling up would just put me on the deep end.
Yeah, but I don't think just because you're rich, you're automatically crazy. But it definitely gives you a longer leash because you can pay your way out of a lot of situations.
Yeah, I think DuPont's situation, he was Oedipal and everything else. He had some things going on.
Yeah,
he had some mommy things happening.
That's what it always is.
Yeah,
it's always mom.
It's always mom.
Well, for the dudes,
if it were up to my mom, I would. I'd be a hippie, stinky hippie with tattoos right now.
You should have tats, man. You should have a huge face tat.
I want to get 2 things I want to do. I want to take up the heroin.
Okay.
And I want to get a big face tat, like directly on my face, like a face on a face, but like a face of an animal of some type. I'm thinking wallaby, but it's not that deadly.
So like a cuddly.
A kinga. Aye, nigh.
G'day. Dude, we got to go to Australia. I bet that'd be a blast.
Yeah. For the 5 minutes you're there before everything kills you.
I know. What a horrible place. I think we've talked about this before, but man, they've got every deadly animal ever there.
What?
From water to land. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like God said, you know what? I need a place to put these. These things are dangerous. I'm going to put them on this little island nation.
And then people moved there and were like, we've made a huge mistake.
Yeah.
No, they were forced to go there. Then the Brits moved like slaves and criminals.
It was actually one huge prison at one time.
There we go.
Yeah. Boy, those Aborigines are cool, though, man. And all the ones you see on the TV and in the movies. I've never been, just in case you're wondering. I've never been to Australia.
Never actually had a face-to-face.
No.
With one of them.
But anybody who can be like,
hell of musicians, man. Musicians.
And they always end up they always do that thing at the end. I love that. I love it.
They're talented. And the boomerang, man. If you can master that thing.
Did they do that?
I think so. That's a hunting tool.
How are you making it? How is it killing something and coming back to you?
It's not. You
that's
throw it, and if you miss, it comes back, allegedly. But you throw it to hit something, and then you just go retrieve it after you've killed whatever you've hit, I think is the principle behind it.
Oh, yeah.
But if you miss, then it's like you don't have to go get it. It just comes back to you. It's pretty dope if it works, but...
Yeah. Yeah, because you have to... like knock something out to the point that you kill it, right?
Or stun it enough where you can stab it a whole bunch.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it gets a little loopy and then you just run up on it and just stab it as many times as you can about the head and neck. Yeah, that would work too.
You just got all prison stabby.
I got a little shanky. Although I did just fashion a shiv out of this pen, so.
You always have to have a weapon. You always have to have a weapon.
Mm-hmm. You never know when it's going to pop off. When you might wrong somebody, and then they come at you, you know? Not that I worry about that. We have a pretty good relationship. You know what I mean?
Well, sure. But new cleaning staff at the studio.
Right.
You don't know.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea.
Like that Pepsi Max you're drinking right there. Who knows?
Brought it back.
What happened?
Brought it back. It's tasty. Mm-hmm. This is, what is this? 20 ounce? Yeah.
It's refreshing.
20 fluid ounces.
We went from the can to the 20 ounce, so.
Because we're taking the show to the next level.
No, it's because we're becoming more addicted.
Well, yeah, sure. But that's
so
okay.
We need more.
That's okay. That's okay. I got a little thing that, we're talking about making videos and stuff. And I thought of a interesting, I'll say, way to shoot an entire full-length feature film.
An interesting way to shoot a full-length film. Okay.
I don't know if this has ever been done. It's probably been done on a smaller scale, I would imagine. But I'm talking about an hour and a half plus feature-length film. Okay, now the story's going to be condensed because I want to shoot the entire thing in slow motion.
Man, why did I know? You and I, we've been doing this too long because I almost cut you off and said, you're not talking about doing a whole movie in slow motion.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
So it's going to be it'll be 10 minutes of story. So the story part, easy.
Yeah.
Page or two of a screenplay.
What could you not have in a slow motion movie? You can't have fight scenes.
Yeah, you can. Oh, that dude.
They're going to see you. They're going to see him missing.
No. Because we're not. If we do a fight scene, we're hiring UFC dudes or something, or people who like to get punched. We're showing some connections. Or in slow mo, they can go slow mo. It'll just look even slower, right? So when they get hit,
yeah.
And their face smushes up. Yeah. Dude, a slow-mo punch connecting.
I agree.
Might be the best thing they've ever caught.
I agree.
It looks like someone's face gets destroyed and then all of a sudden just snaps back into place. Mm-hmm. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So anyway, fight scenes, copious amounts of explosions. I mean, I'm talking about you take X movie, war movie, that you like or is your favorite, tripling it at least. Black Hawk Down. We're gonna embarrass it with the amount of explosions. Saving Ryan's Privates.
Yeah,
we're gonna embarrass it. I'm talking about the budget for explosions is gonna exceed everything else. Yeah, we're not gonna have a professional to detonate anything.
No, you don't need one in slow mo.
Yeah,
and the walkaways.
Oh yeah.
I'm already picturing it. Yeah. The slow motion lighting. I'm walking away from the scene. I already got a shot in on like Hans Gruber or one of these people. I got a shot in on him verbally. Okay, so I'm doing the walk away. I've turned away from him, walking toward camera, and you do that slow motion light of the match and throw it over my shoulder, and you just see that match hitting the ground and just exploding.
Or a grenade.
Because
I'm going to one-up that.
Matches become explosive, apparently, when you throw them.
Yeah, but they not always. Did you see the Mythbusters? They've got to still be on fire. Like, they could be put out by the time they hit the ground.
Absolutely.
So that's why I'm saying put the trail of gasoline or gunpowder and then just pull the pin on a grenade. Slow motion launch that over your shoulder. Huh?
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty dope.
You're gonna get something to blow up. I mean, even if it's just the grenade.
Oh, you're gonna get something. You're gonna get an Oscar.
Probably.
That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, it's not gonna be for best acting, but it's gonna be for the best movie.
Well, you won't get it for acting because everybody will sound like this. It's
my favorite.
I know.
I love it so much. Dude, it's the best. Or when people fall, man, and you get that like that, man, because you don't hear it at fast speed. Yeah, yeah, man, the smack and oh, it's the best. I love it. It is my favorite. So yeah, eventually. 7 to 10 years from now, we'll have a full-length slow-motion film.
That will be unbelievable.
I've just time-stamped it, so I basically just screwed us.
Yeah.
Because a decade from now, I'm going to have to produce that.
Yeah, well, it's like pointing it out. It's like pointing to the fence when you're up to bat.
Setting a goal out there.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're doing. We're just setting goals.
That. We're Babe Ruth in it.
Mm-hmm.
TM.
Right out there.
Somebody's probably already used that, but I'm a TM in anyway. Babe Ruth in it.
Don't let me see that on the shirt.
Somebody cutting that check.
I see you wearing a shirt with that on it. You better be standing there with a checkbook.
Easily.
What have we've trademarked just about everything now.
Just stuff that we like.
Almost everything, yeah.
That we're. I know for a fact, at least I've Googled it, that we've coined Cobra Slap.
We have.
Churning and burning.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Love somebody.
No, that's been used.
Oh.
I mean, that's your thing.
Yeah. But it's been beat up.
That's been beat to death.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it makes me sick.
Every time you say it, I'll throw up. You know what's creeping me out, though?
What?
It's a new thing. It's a, I don't know, a Snapchat or something. It's maybe just a photo app on a phone. The face swap. You seen this?
Yeah, it's disturbing.
You know how horrifying that is? Yeah. My wife did that with my baby.
Yeah.
It looked like a combination of FaceTime, where you can Skype somebody, and Leatherface, man. The face, it looked like my wife had that's what it reminded me of, like skinned my baby's face off and then stretched it over hers. It creeped me out so much. I was like, this is the most horrifying thing I've ever seen.
You know who's putting that crap out there? The same people. See? This is what it's turning into. Mm-hmm. We started out by taking pictures of sleeping babies.
Oh, yep.
Which I have dubbed the dead babies.
If you listen to the last couple episodes, you know that you're not a fan of that.
No, it's a crime scene is what they're photographing. Is what it looks like to me when you send me a picture of a sleeping baby. It looks like something horrible has happened. Yeah. Is it cute? Yes, when the baby was alive. That's what I'd rather see. The baby's eyes open, playing around.
Right.
Slobbering like a baby should.
I don't trust it. I don't trust the face swap, man. It's creepy.
No, that's the next step. That's what I'm saying. If dead baby is your marijuana, okay? This is your next step. This is your next step. This is your cocaine. The
progression. Face swap.
Progression.
That's the coke.
Mm-hmm.
Cocaine.
The cocaine is the face swap. And
what's beyond that, you think? What's meth? What's the meth of the baby sleeping photo?
Well, to me, the meth, it has nothing to do with babies. It was just taking pictures of people's feet. Flip-flops.
I thought of that. I thought of you the other day.
Methamphetamine.
I'm sure you're a people watcher. Mm-hmm. I've started to, as I do the podcast, and you think of things to talk about, I've started trying to observe more people. And there's a crazy amount of flip-flops out there. And just feet.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is your nightmare. I don't mind.
It is. See, you don't, do you?
I think it's funny because I like to see jacked up looking feet because there's a story there.
And all feet are jacked up. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Except baby.
Except for feet models.
Is there a feet model?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there has to be. There's a model for everything.
There has to be.
Yeah.
Ankle jewelry. Come on. Yeah. For sure. But normal people's feet are usually there's something going on there. My feet look weird. So I try to, like, when I see some of these jacked up looking toes, I try to start to form the narrative on how their feet got that way. Yeah. Was it kicking, people in the head as a tournament kickboxer in Poland? Maybe. Or did they get hammered one night and stub it on a cinder block out at their buddy's bonfire? I don't know. Yeah. These are the things I think about.
Well, I think 9 times out of 10, it's Mama and Papa's fault.
Well, yeah,
they got together and created those tarted toes.
Some of this, hammer time. Because I know, dude, my son's big toe is huge, but he uses them to propel because he army crawls. Yeah, he doesn't hit his knees. He's not on his knees yet, so he uses that big toe, man, as a propellant. And those things are meaty, man. Yeah, meaty big toes. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to play. What is it? Tabletop football with his toes. If he flicks something with those toes, man, it's going deep.
People watching, since you're new to the game, people watching it's my favorite sport by far.
Is it a sport?
But you have to look at me. Of course it's a sport.
Toned, ripped, shredded. You're thick, though. You're thick.
If fishing is a sport, okay, then people watching's a sport, all right?
I'll give you that.
So knock it off. You have to be careful, okay? And by careful, I mean you have to kind of shut up while you're people watching because, as you know, the Olympics are on now, okay? I don't know. Have you watched any of the Olympics?
I have not.
Okay. They're in the Rio de Janeiro.
Right. I touched on it. Yeah, I touched on it, how they've just dropped the ball.
Yes, you have.
With their infrastructure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But I don't know if you've noticed in any of the women's sports now, it used to be like when they were, let's just go to high diving. Let's just go to diving. We watched the synchronized diving.
Okay, yes.
Okay?
Like, yeah.
And, excuse me, the girls back in the day, I'll say, as recently as I would say 2 Olympics ago, you would see that when they got out of the pool or whatever, they would pull the wedge out. They would have a wedge,
right?
And everyone knows what I mean by wedge, and they would pull that out, really real fast. Girls learn to do that early on.
That's underwear in the ass crack for the layman.
Thank you so much for clearing that. But nowadays, the suits seem as though they are built with the floss. That they are supposed to be there, because I actually watched more than 5 girls actually pull it up tighter, like more into the crack. I'm going to say crack.
And well, I'll touch on that a little bit. It seems like in any women's sport, it doesn't matter what it is.
Okay.
Nowadays, everything's going to thongs or something like that.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you right now. Here's where I mean you have to shut up if you're going to people watch, especially female sports. My wife was in the room at the same time. Yeah. We were watching the field hockey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And they got the little skirts on.
Oh yes.
Now I'm going to tell you those just seem to, those are pleasing.
Give it time.
To me,
those are going to disappear completely. Yeah. It's going to be thongs.
No. I mean, there's just. If you can call that much material,
I know,
a skirt,
but give it time.
Yeah,
that's shortened a great deal over 40 years.
Let's not even talk about the volleyball.
Volleyball, yeah,
volleyball.
They might as well be doing that naked.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? They might as well just be nude because it's damn close already.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying though, man. They're any woman's sport now, especially Olympic wise. Give it time. It's all going to be bras and panties for They would do it for softball right now, but they got to slide. Yeah. So once they're able to get some kind of a see-through sliding pant, that's coming.
And they don't want to be all scraped up riding their Harley.
No.
But you, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
Driving Subarus.
Yeah.
Like I do. It's a fine vehicle. Japanese made.
Yeah. Wearing their visors.
You know what I thought for the longest time?
What?
It's embarrassing. That I thought a Subaru was an Australian vehicle because their flagship was an Outback.
Yeah.
I thought it was made by Australians.
That's pretty good.
And then I found out it was Japanese, and I was like, I'm an idiot.
You know what? No, it's not a huge stretch. Not you being an idiot. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
I'm clearly an idiot.
Yeah, well.
Clearly.
Outback.
I'll touch on something else, too, man.
Was it the Outback or the Outlander? Wait, what?
No. Outlander was something else.
That's something else, isn't it?
That's a something else car. I don't know who makes it, but
can we move on to your next point after this break?
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I'm gonna forget about it then. Okay, Nope.
We'll be right back.
Cross it off.
Olives in it for me. Thanks, sugar. Hey, y'all. I'm Rutherford Thurberson III. Do you like gin? Hell, me too. I come from a family of distillers who came over with the Pilgrims. Now, I don't know if they were on the Tito, the Squanto, or the Hanna-Barbera, but I do know they brought with them the recipe for the world's finest gin. Thurberson's. It's stone aged. Because why does everything have to be so new?
Please drink responsibly. Thurberson's. When you can't say it, stop drinking it.
Hey boys, what's the ETA on that grilly cheese?
O'Brien Medicine. When you care about people, you create relationships, trust, and loyalty that no amount of money can buy. When you care about people, you are truly making a difference in their lives. Better health and wellness through medical and alternative treatments makes our patients' lives better. O'Brien Medicine, offering same-day appointments and flexible scheduling to meet your needs. O'Brien Medicine, tailored treatment options including nutrition, exercise, and medical interventions. Find out more at o'brienmedicine.com or call 614-344-7601. O'Brien Medicine, home of the same-day appointment.
Hi, this is Emma Woods. Check out my book Beast and Savages and listen to the B Team with Cory and Jim.
Hey B-Teamers, this is Jim, letting you know that our quality, all-cotton, pre-shrunk tagless tee is now available in our store. From the beach to the boardroom, nothing says, hey, look at me, I'm adequate, like a B-Team with Cory and Jim t-shirt. So go to point19productions.com and get you some.
I forgot about the next point I was going to make.
I'm so sorry.
That break was so long.
We had to pay the bills, as they say.
What bills?
We got bills. We got stuff going on.
The problem is
we're keeping this light. How do you think we're keeping that light on right there?
I don't know. Solar power, probably.
All these banks of computers. How do you think we're
wind
keeping
turbines?
How do you think we're keeping these computers turned on?
I don't know.
Chicken poop?
Well, if you could,
biofuels?
probably. That's probably going to be the one. We have tons of that. We can.
Boy, we do, don't we?
We can knock out the biofuels. It's the other stuff because this isn't really a cash-heavy podcast. You know, we're not bringing in the funds.
No. We don't need wheelbarrows to go to the bank.
No. I mean, we'll bring them.
Yeah.
But that's just more for fun. Because after you deposit money, it's always fun to take a wheelbarrow ride. Who doesn't like those?
And we deposit in pennies because some people think that's funny.
And, well, not the tellers, but
no,
we love it.
I'm tired of seeing those videos.
What?
I'm sorry, I talked over you. The videos where people go to make a payment or pay a fine or something in pennies, and they think they really got the. You'll watch them, and they have to get all these pennies out of their car, and they're sweating, and they're like, "I'm going to show these people." So they walk into this air-conditioned government building and throw these piles of pennies on top of somebody's desk to pay off this fine or whatever, and walk out like, yeah, like they expect people to be standing outside screaming, Attica.
Meanwhile, they got to call their doc
Yeah.
to schedule their back surgery because they slipped a disc trying to carry all that weight.
They work 10 times harder to get those pennies together and to carry them in to pay that fine. Then it's just the payoff's not there. That's my point. Stop making those videos. It's not funny.
I don't like traffic cameras. I don't like those. I don't like them.
Politically, you don't like them?
Yeah,
or?
I don't like them.
Okay. What's going on? Did you get?
I think it's
get
pussy.
popped?
I think it's pussy. Yeah, I did.
You know what?
No, and here's some
we would
bullshit.
have called it in my day?
What?
Chicken shit.
It is.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. Because here's why. I'll explain what happened to me. Okay.
Here we go.
I'm. It's like 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm. You're speeding.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Allegedly,
Mm.
the person driving the vehicle was speeding. Okay. Allegedly, also, according to the statute of the city, there was signs posted indicating that there was video monitoring of traffic. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I go through this little village. About a month later, okay, I get something in the mail that says, this isn't a traffic citation. It's a civil action against you by the village, right? Which started to piss me off because it's dressed up as a traffic citation. Mm-hmm. It's signed by a cop who was allegedly monitoring the system. Okay, because I was fact checking. I was going to fight it. Then I got lazy and paid it. But
the system.
But anyway, no. But this is what it says. It said it has to be the camera system has to be monitored by a cop while it's running. Why not just have the dude monitor it? Run fucking traffic, man. I'm like, what are you doing, man? First of all. Secondly, here's another thing that pissed me off. Allegedly, the driver of this vehicle was doing 11 miles an hour over the speed limit, okay?
Could have killed someone.
In the statute, the actual law, it says you can speed 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. And it's not enforceable by the video monitoring system. I was like, so you're telling people they can speed in a law? They're like, there's a speed limit, but yeah, you just forget that until you go 11 miles an hour over. Then we're gonna hammer you. It's the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever seen, dude. I was so pissed.
What did it cost? What'd the fine?
$120, I think.
Are you serious?
I'm not. I'm not.
You know
lying,
what?
man.
A traffic citation is giving money away. I tell my wife that all the time. Not that she has to worry, because she is definitely, if the sign says 55, because and when you're out there driving, when you see the sign, when you can visibly see the sign, that's when you can go that speed.
Right.
You don't have to drive. There's a lot of people who drive right up beside the sign before they'll speed up to 55, and those people deserve a missile up their tailpipe. I hate those people, but we won't get into one of my rants. It's when you and now this is
I want to hear your rants.
This is a public service announcement.
The
You're
more you
allowed
know.
to go the speed limit when you can see that speed limit sign. Okay, if you're in a 35 zone, as soon as you see the 55 mile per hour sign, you can go 55 mile per hour. You don't have to pull up right beside the 55 mile per hour sign and
I'm going to fact
kick
check
the
that.
ass. That's absolutely the truth.
I'm going to fact check it. I don't believe it.
Okay.
I think you're trying to sucker people into getting these bullshit video citations.
Yeah, somebody just mailed in a check to somebody for $120, and it wasn't me. So one of us have our facts together.
So
yeah, but I tell my wife that's giving money away. Traffic citations are. It's just like, I have too much money. I want to give some to someone, so I'm going to do something stupid like turn left on red because there are no cars coming and I'm impatient.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll digress. I just thought it was bull. I still paid it because I was lazy. I was going to fight it. I set up a date and everything, court date.
Well, you're going to fight it on what?
On the grounds of it was complete horse shit. Number one, because here's how they dressed it up. They blacked out.
11 over?
Allegedly, the driver was 11 over, but that's how they dressed it up. Here's what made me mad. They're not citing you for speeding, okay? They just get your license plate, and then they send this civil action to the owner of the vehicle. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, oh, well, if you weren't driving, give us the information of the person driving. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, fuck you, man. First of all, tell the fucking cop who was monitoring the system, allegedly, it'll fucking pull me over. Mm-hmm. You know? And find out who was driving the vehicle.
No, not pull me over. Pull the car over.
Whatever.
Yeah, to find out who was allegedly driving.
Just saying.
To find out who borrowed my car that day.
At this point, it doesn't matter. But
my car belongs to what I call a co-op. Okay? Yeah. It's just we leave it in the neighborhood.
Anybody could have drove it.
Yeah, anybody. Whoever had the keys. I don't know.
Right. So that's my thing, man. It's so stupid. Like, fucking pull somebody over, man.
Yeah.
Fuck this video monitoring shit.
Now, what were you doing out at 5 a.m.?
I was going somewhere. It's on the drive. Don't worry about it, okay? Yeah. I was doing stuff. I get up early sometimes.
I'm not working for the man.
I feel like you're judging me right now. I don't like it. Getting all hot and sweaty. Whew, those judgmental eyes.
They got $120 a year hard-earned money.
I know. I'm still pissed about it.
Yeah, I would be too.
God,
for a traffic site.
I'll never visit that little village again.
You want?
I'll drive around it.
You want to give them up?
The village?
Yeah,
sorry, I burped. That's at Max coming up.
You want to tell them? You want to tell them who it was?
They're not going to know where it's at. Well, some people will. No, I'm not going to say it. Well, fuck you, village. Anyway, all right. I have sticking kind of to the people watching thing. I made a trip recently with the missus to Victoria's Secret, and I got to thinking to myself because I saw some dudes in there, and it's always, as a guy, it's always awkward. It doesn't matter how long you've been with the female that you're with. If they want you to go with them to Victoria's Secret, it's always weird, man. It's always weird for me anyway. Because number one, you don't really lock eyes with other dudes in there because I think, in my mind, they're going through the same thing mentally as I am because you feel kind of creepy being in there to begin with. Even if you're clearly with another female, it just seems like you're being creepy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's usually other women in there doing shopping for underwear, doing some shopping, right? So I saw a couple of the dudes in there.
So you're thinking that when you see a dude like that, your mind might go to, oh yeah, this guy's just in there watching the girls who are shopping for this.
Well, no, not that
stuff.
I necessarily think that, but there's this certain connotation, right?
But I mean, if they're dressed like you, if they're wearing a baseball cap, sunglasses on, and flip flops, all right, because flip flop people they're sick anyway. But to be standing in the middle of Victoria's Secret yourself, a dude.
You're almost reading my mind right now, okay? Because I'm walking you down a path, okay?
All right.
Well, I have a question, and then I'm going to pose it with a scenario that actually took place, okay? So my first question is about Victoria's Secret in general. When you start dating a chick, or, well, for whomever, start dating a female when is it appropriate to go with that person to Victoria's Secret?
17 weeks.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Not a day sooner or later.
Nope.
Well, later.
The Friday of the 17th
week. That's when you can, that's when it's no longer.
That's right.
Weird.
It's not taboo.
You don't want to take that week one. No. Hey, girl, let's go get you some.
No.
Knock us out.
No.
Yeah, that'd be a little weird.
She needs to get her own stuff for the
date?
first 17.
I feel like you
first date place.
Well, I feel like you could get some dinner, swing by the Victoria's Secret, maybe catch a movie afterward.
Mm-hmm. Put those sunglasses back on.
Okay, because to me, I was thinking about, I was like, when would that? Because it's weird. At a certain point, it's even for me. I've been married. I've been with my wife for it's going on 12 years, in total, and it's still weird for me to walk into that place. Just not on her behalf.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Well, here is where I'm going to agree with you on this, which is rare.
It is.
Because if I wanted to purchase, I'm a single person, and I want to purchase some, let's say some crotchless panties for my mom, I can get on the online.
Yeah.
I can get on Victoria's Secret, and with the shipping and stuff like that, I can have it there tomorrow.
Right.
Okay. I don't need
to go pay a little extra.
I don't have to go to the store and sniff everything, but some people are handsy. Some people are hands-on. They want to see what they're purchasing.
Right.
Now, so there's where I agree with you, because I could do this from home or from my smartphone and have the stuff shipped the next day. Have it there the next day.
No doubt.
So there's really no need for a creepy guy to be standing in the store. Is your concern more that he's creeping on the shoppers, or is he going to purchase and wear these things himself?
Oh, I didn't even think about that last part.
Okay. I didn't know.
But no, it's just because here's where it gets awkward, right? You can go in there with a female, but at some point in time, she might go into the dressing room to try something on, and now you're standing in the middle of Victoria's Secret by yourself.
Yeah.
And then what are you going to look at?
Yeah, and you're not going to stand by the rooms.
No.
By the dressing rooms.
Nope.
No.
Come on, man.
Nope.
And you're not going to. I'm not going to look that way.
No.
I'm not trying to catch a lawsuit nor a charge.
Yeah.
So what do? I wandered over to the perfumes. I just had to look at those, or my smartphone. Thank God I had one of those.
Man, yeah. Now those save people now. I mean, you just look down at it and play Mario Kart.
Right, exactly. And this is what I do. The guy that I'm talking about, though, that I actually witnessed in Victoria's Secret, okay? Number one, we're indoors, okay? There's not a shade of a skylight nor UV light coming from the sun anywhere in this building. Mind you, mirrored sunglasses. He's wearing them.
Oh, yeah.
Not on his head, like you would if you're going to, like I do, put them on top of my cap when I'm indoors.
Mm-hmm.
On his eyeballs. Okay? Number two, he's got it looks like he's there with another female, but he is hovering feet away from the dressing room doors. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because that was what picked up most of my attention for the rest of my trip at Victoria's Secret. I was like, I'm trying to find out what this dude's about.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get a little.
So you start working security.
No. People watching.
Yeah.
I'm not going to intervene if something goes down. Okay. I got to be a good witness. Yeah, it's that guy
You're
right
taking
there.
copious notes.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to be.
Ponytail?
No ponytail.
Footwear.
I have it. I remember it. It's not flip flops.
Okay.
Chuck Taylors.
Mm.
Shorts.
Skinny jeans? Okay.
Shorts.
Okay. All right.
Shorts. Backwards baseball cap.
Ugh.
And I
What
think
color baseball cap?
white.
Yeah.
white.
Yeah.
I'm in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I think.
T-shirt or
GameStop bag.
muscle shirt?
No, it's t-shirt. This guy would not know. Couldn't wear a muscle shirt. And a GameStop bag.
Mm.
He was legit.
Any idea what the hat said?
No clue.
Let's see. It was white,
No clue.
so it's yeah. All right.
The t-shirt was
Taking
one of
it.
those jersey t-shirts too. God, I can't believe I remember all this. Like a baseball team. And you got a name with a number on the back. It was one of those. One of those. So yeah, man, he was looking just ready to roll.
Dude, if you could tell me the name of the player that he chose to wear their shirt, that I would have this.
I want to. I don't know. Maybe
I'm detecting the hell out of this.
Something. It's something Spanish. I don't know what.
Oh well.
Maybe Perez, Ortiz. I don't know. Something. It was something. But anyway, man, that got me to think. I'm like, because you know how I got my thing with dudes that do certain things, like my ponytail guys with the balding.
Yep.
Neck
beards.
Neck beards.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
I gotta add that to the list. Dudes that just wear sunglasses everywhere they go, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark in there, they're keeping them on because they just think it's cool. I don't know. Maybe they're setting a trend. I don't know. But I'm adding them to my list of true champions. Speaking of which, dude, I saw. I don't remember what it was. It was out on our trip. We went out, did a little shopping, the other day, me and the missus, and I saw a dude. I can't remember where, man, but he had an awesome. He was kind of a chubbier cat. He had an awesome beard that grew into a neck beard, comboed with mullet and a cap and eyeglasses. I forget. He was a janitor somewhere.
What?
But he was awesome. I wanted to be his friend so bad.
Sounds awesome.
I didn't have the courage to talk to him though.
Yeah. The only thing he's missing is like the football eye black right under the eyes.
You don't want to do that though.
No, I want to do that. I want some of that. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. Every publicity poster, anything that you and I do, our headshots for acting or our comedy stuff, I'm going to have eye black on, and I hope you realize it and respect it.
That's going to be your thing.
Yes.
That's gonna
everybody
be your hook.
Everybody needs a hook. You got your beautiful bone structure. I'm going to have my eye black.
You going to write shit in it like the football players? Like John 3:16? Something cool like that?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I know. Or like your area codes and stuff.
Yeah.
You badass.
Places I used to live.
USAF. Huh?
Yeah.
Little shout out.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it. It'll be a whole thing. Photo shoot. Let's pencil that down.
Yeah.
That and you can
Eye
couple
black.
it. No, see, you already have a hook though. But we'll add the eye black in addition to. But if people don't know you well enough, and your extensive amount of Dare t-shirts,
Yeah.
that's your thing, man. There's no human being. I don't care if it's a Dare cop, man. There's nobody on this planet that has more Dare t-shirts than you do. And tell them how you got them.
There are not.
Tell the folks.
My brother,
Tell the
if
folks.
I tell him that we're going to do something, he will be like, "Oh, good. I'm looking forward to see which Dare t-shirt you'll wear today."
That's the best.
They've all been stolt. Okay, let's go on to emails. Yeah. I found it may or may not have fallen off the back of a truck. Okay. I found a box. That part's a true story. The truck part I have no idea if how they came to be at this place.
It just all
an entire box. I opened an empty box because I was tasked with cleaning up a something. I don't know how far.
You don't want to get into specifics because the amount of dare shirts you stole would register as a felony. So, still within the statute of limitations on this.
So, I opened this box. I'm like, oh, this is something they want me to get rid of. I'm just curious. Let me look in it, make sure I'm not throwing away something
important.
Yeah. So, I open up this box, and it's just full of folded, brand new shirts. I can tell. I'm like, well, what are they? They got mold on them or something? So I pull one out. It's a Dare shirt. I'm like, well, what are these from? And this is no joke. There's probably 30.
All your size?
No, not all my size. That's why I only ended up with like 15.
Instead of a full 30.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
But they were from years ago. Because on a Dare shirt, they will put like a police department or a sheriff's office or something like that. They will have like the chief of police that have their name on it and stuff. Uh-huh. So the ones I took, I'm aware of the different departments they were from, and they went back like 2 or 3 chiefs. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Like those chiefs were long gone.
Right.
Nice. So I don't know how they came to be at this particular place, but I'm like, well, these are old and they want them thrown out. No, they're going to get thrown in the front seat of my truck.
Dumpster diving, bro. That's what you got. That's where you got them.
Well, you know what? That's basically what it was.
Yeah.
I just didn't take them out to the dumpster first. I was supposed to, but yeah.
Well, sure.
Then there they were.
Well, kudos to you.
Yeah.
Because you got an excellent collection of Dare tees.
Thanks.
They're still in good circulation too, man.
Oh man, my brother, again, he was fascinated because he's like, oh my gosh, Jim. He's like, this is when he before I told him the story about how I came to have the Dare shirts. He said, I know that guy. And he was talking about the chief, who was, his name was on there. He said, I know him, man. He said, he's not been the chief there for like 20 years. He said, that shirt barely looks like it's worn. I'm like, it was just in plastic yesterday. It's brand new.
Pristine, bro.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. If they were collector's items, I'd be a champ.
You have some money. You have some cash. Monet.
Yep. But I got a lot of them. I just had to look down to make sure I wasn't wearing one.
No, you weren't. I was going to be excited if you were, but got the DC on today.
You want to take a look at some
Yeah, let's
emails?
go, man. Let's fire up the emails. I'm ready.
Here we go. Let's open the bag. And again, for our regular listeners, you already know I go through, I pick out 3. Please keep sending emails. Please. You can do that by going to point19productions@gmail.com.
Word.
And send us just something. Just say hi, fatty, or something. Just that's
man.
it.
It doesn't even have to be
2 words.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be long.
No.
Just
How
send
you
it.
guys doing? And we'll give you a shout out. Like, for instance, Miss Op says, when Cory visited Chudley for the Quidditch tryouts, did he drink coffee or tea? That's a very good question, miss. It's tough to find a good cup of American coffee in Britain. Your show's quite funny.
Well, thank you, Miss Op. I am not a tea drinker at all. I mean, I will.
In any fashion, cold, hot, you're not a...
Well, I mean, I will, but I'm not. That's not going to be my first choice. Especially if it's going to be, if it's going to be warm, I'm going to do coffee always over tea. Unless it's like a really good ass, like a flavored tea. Mm-hmm. I think the taste of regular iced tea tastes like a bucket of ass. Okay. I hate it.
All right.
Now, if you flavor that with something, and it's just fun, it's so odd. It's getting weird, man. There's a lot of connections going on today. But me and the missus just grabbed so you ever heard of those ice drinks?
Yeah, of course.
They make tea versions of those. I didn't know this until yesterday. I was unaware of it.
Yeah, iced tea.
Oh, my God. I'm going to throw up. So they have a lemon flavored one, and we got to discussing what's like a good fruited flavor for iced tea. And I said, well, there's only a few for me.
Yep.
You got your raspberry. It's not too bad.
That's not bad.
Lemon's okay.
Your standard lemon.
Lemon. Mm-hmm. That's Arnold Palmer. Essentially, if you mix some lemonade in there, that's fucking pretty good. And then my last one was like a black ras. So basically raspberry and lemon for me. And that's about it. That's all I dabble with. Or like a green tea, but that's
that has to be cold, or
I could do those warm.
Okay.
Like a lemon tea would be fine warm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad for me. I'd prefer the raspberry to be chilled.
So you drank coffee while you were in?
Yeah.
Chutney?
Long story short, crushed a cup of Joe.
Now, what? Black coffee?
Oh yeah, I take mine black.
Okay. Any particular? Well, let's not mention brands.
Oh, I don't.
Just
I'll do but there's different types. It's like beer.
Yeah.
There's different. I'm discovering.
No, it's not like beer.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities. No. Don't you? Yes, there is.
Nope.
Yeah. I'm gonna check it down right now.
Yeah,
beer.
We're too close to Oktoberfest.
It's an acquired taste.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed. I didn't even particularly like for like my first 5 years of beer drinking.
Right.
I didn't particularly like.
It is weird.
Taste.
It's like it tastes like ass for a while.
Skunk ass.
While you're drinking it, and then all of a sudden, it's not even like it's a gradual transition. It's just all of a sudden you're like, man, I want that beer tastes good now. It's weird.
So that's how it happened with you, because to me it's like that beer made me high. I'm going to drink. I want more.
Well, no. Besides that, I'm saying it's when you transition to being just the guy getting hammered to getting hammered with better beer.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like I want to, instead of drinking Natty tonight, let me go out and get something like a Sam
Stella.
Adams.
Yeah.
Or a Stella Artois. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good beer.
Thank you.
But coffee, acquired taste, just like beer. It has different degrees of, I guess you want to call, flavor. So dark, like a medium roast or like a light roast, right? Similar to beer. Okay.
Okay.
And me personally right now, beer, I could drink a dark beer. I don't prefer it.
Yeah.
But I can do it, because it's got alcohol. But coffee, I've not delved too much into the darker, like the heavier coffees yet.
You're Arabica.
I'm a medium or like a light kind of dude.
Oh.
They make a light roast Arabica. Okay,
is it easy to get coffee in Britain? Is it as easy
to get
as
anywhere, man?
Really?
It's coffee. It's coffee. You can find coffee anywhere.
Well, I don't mean find it. Like search for it. Like in America, you walk. First you have to find a house on my road, but you find a house. Anywhere around here. It's likely there's probably a pot with some coffee in it. I mean, that's America.
True.
Any restaurant, anything, you just go in and just say coffee.
They'll have it.
They won't. Right. I'm just wondering if it's like that. I've not been there enough to know.
As far as I've noticed, but you know what? I haven't really paid that much attention to it.
Like I don't have to go to McDonald's to get a coffee. Could I go to the pub?
Probably.
I'm probably going to end up at the pub. So I might as well.
Well, that's going to help sober you up. I got to imagine they haven't. But to be honest, I haven't been on the scope for it like that. I haven't been looking for it, But I bet.
Yeah, you know what? I bet you're right, because you don't want to get, you don't want to spend your night with the Dos Equis and then drink tea.
Yeah, man.
So they probably...
I bet. And I don't know what the tradition is for dinner, but here, you go to a fancy restaurant, they'll offer you coffee after your meal. Which is weird. But I'm thinking maybe they'll do that there too, which I don't really go to any place fancy when I'm over there, But
now, why did you just say that that's weird that they offer you coffee after.
That just seems odd to me.
Does it? Well, it does to me because I don't drink coffee,
Right.
but
yeah, well, and a lot of people will do decaf because they like the taste of coffee. But it just seems, I don't know. I would, don't get me wrong, because I like coffee now. Like, I like the taste of it. But I don't know if it's just a weird thing for me. Like, usually I relegate most of my coffee drinking for, like, the morning or when I'm tired and I need caffeine. Right.
Yeah. You know what? I have trouble associating it with like dessert because it seems like they offer them at the same time, right?
Right.
Like a piece of apple pie and coffee. I know people who like dream about that, but I don't get it. Like the bitterness of coffee is that a good combo or?
I don't know because I haven't had that, but I imagine like for like foodie people. Mm-hmm. That really get into that stuff, I bet there's a combination of like this type of coffee and, apple pie or this type of coffee and pumpkin pie or whatever.
Did I tell you about, and I'm going off track here. There's a surprise. When I was in Portugal, did I tell you about that? When you'd go to the pub in Portugal?
No.
To drink beer?
Right.
They only sold like dessert type items like pastries and pie and things like that. Like you could not go. No, this is just a particular place I was at. You go into the pub, order your beer, and they would be like pushing pie and things like that on you to have with it instead of like chips or
that is interesting
or crisps.
I wonder why
or
I bet I know why because pastry is usually a little heavier when they sit in you a little bit.
Okay,
maybe they're trying to get you out of there, get you in and out, higher turnaround.
Could be now you know what I didn't find like here you go into a bar in the States and you're going to have at least 2 or 3 or 10 old guys sitting around who look like they, have taken root there. Yeah. I didn't see that. There. There might have been 1 or 2 guys, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know
that number.
I don't know.
All right, we got to keep moving. I forgot we were on emails. Cooley Mage or Cooley Major. I don't know. Love you guys and your comedy, but you're way off mark on your list of funny TV characters in the last decade. We did that last show.
Right, yeah.
Remember that one?
Yes.
Sheldon Cooper, played by Jim Parsons, is by far the funniest person to ever be on television.
Not ever on television.
Nope.
That's a lie.
Nope.
I've not watched much of that show. That's what Big Bang Theory? I have caught like a scene of it. And I think I would enjoy that show. Mm-hmm. The scene was he was playing some kind of Magic the Gathering tournament. Okay. And he was like he had a nemesis there. It was on the opposite side of the tournament bracket. And he was like crushing dudes in his pathway to get revenge on this cat who beat him or something. So he like rolls through all these dudes and finally he gets to face off with his nemesis and is in position to win. But then his little nemesis, spoiler alert, fakes or like tricks him into losing. Like he gives him a sob story and then as he beats it, when his nemesis beats him again, he reveals that it was all a ruse essentially. And he did it on purpose, which makes him hate him even more. Yeah. And it was pretty funny. It was pretty solid. Number one, it was a Magic the Gathering tournament, which I thought was funny. But he was okay, but he's not the funniest guy on TV.
Not even close. I couldn't imagine. And I don't watch it either. But
I've heard good things about it.
I understand that it's a
very popular
apartment
show
with like 3 or 4 PhDs all living together for one reason or another.
And then, the dude from Roseanne plays in it. Becky's boyfriend. What's his name? I can't even think of it. I watched Roseanne, but
no, don't know.
I got nothing. I got a mind blank right now.
Nice try.
But no, you're wrong.
You're wrong, Cooley. Trumpist. Here we go. You guys don't sound like professional radio shows.
Thank you.
What? Do either of you have any training in the arts or in the radio business? I'll be curious to see if you guys make it. Well, no more curious than we are.
Nice. We are trained in the arts. The martial arts. Yeah. You're welcome. Radio training? No. I did some editing video on a news show in college, but that's about it. It's about what I'm bringing to the table. Which does nothing for a podcast, which is all audio based, essentially.
Like a campus news thing.
I shot video too. I went out, which was awesome, because then I got to drive around with some decent looking chicks for a while, and then film them doing news stories, none of which I cared about, and then brought it back. I'd edit it for the nightly news that aired to the public, and you're welcome.
Nice.
I know.
Yeah, those guys. I mean, those poor guys have to, and the reporters too, the lower level people that have to, the man on the street, people that have to go out.
Those are the worst ones,
because a 95-year-old woman, her cat threw up a hairball that looks like the Pope, so you got to go there and you got to make it sound interesting for people. You have to paint that picture. I couldn't imagine.
Running a news like company or like a program, it sucks, because there's only, like, especially for your region, they've got a smaller region. If it's not like a world news like CNN, if it's something local, there's only a certain amount of things that are quote unquote newsworthy, and then the other shit is just filler that you have to, like, the cat vomit story. That sounds funny. Let's send somebody out to do a story on that. And that's a little 5-minute blurb on the news that is, like, whimsical and that's funny, but it's not news. That's not news.
It took you 40 minutes to drive there.
Yeah.
Another 40 minutes to set up.
And then you get that doesn't even count, like, the story that the reporter has to do.
Yeah.
They record all their stuff for all the B footage and everything, all their interview slots to edit together for the package, and then that gets uploaded into the show. Yeah, it sucked, but it was good. It was a fun learning experience. I will say that. But no, other than that, and I mean, I can draw a little bit. Arts go.
And I have no training in anything, so there we go.
That's why the show's so quality.
So that's it for the email. Please send those in. Tell us that you're listening.
Yeah.
Give us some show hints.
What you want to hear about.
You want to hear about. It's just me and Cory. We are going to have more guests. We are going to. Yeah, let's start. I think we're going to have a pretty sizable announcement
soon. You want to wait on it?
Next. You know what? Not soon. Probably next month.
That's soon.
We're probably going to have a pretty sizable announcement about.
That's soon.
The growth of the show and some.
But it'll be good though. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
that'll be good for the show. It'll be.
Yep.
But people will enjoy it.
More guests, more videos.
Yes. Yeah. That's coming.
It's coming.
Finally, we're getting it cracking.
At the old Point 19 Productions, Bad Monkey Studios.
Bad Monkey.
So is that, you think that covers us closing up Point 19 Productions? And
man. Well,
the B team with Cory and Jim. Oh, we are the B team with Cory and Jim. In case
they know. They know. We don't have to say that every episode.
What if their cousin just handed them their headphones? Okay, here's your scenario. We're camping.
Okay.
I got my headphones in, listening to my favorite show.
Which is
the B team,
right,
with Cory and Jim. And I notice,
not to be confused with the B team with Jim and Cory.
So. No, those guys
that doesn't
are
even
ridiculous. We're at the lake. Okay, I see a drowning man, so I take my headphones off because Dr. Dre and all.
Right.
I throw them to my buddy, my friend. He puts them on while I go to save the person that's in the lake. Yeah, he
needs a
doesn't want
soundtrack
involve.
to witness something awesome.
Yeah.
He's thinking.
So he puts the headphones on and listens. And he has to wonder the whole show, who are these guys? They're amazing. I wish I could listen to this. But no, he's already doing CPR. He's going to be done in like 2 minutes. And they still haven't said who they are.
No, because then he just clicks on the touchscreen, and it has our logo and everything, and it says the name and the episode and the number, and then that's how it happens.
All I ask you to do is
Stitcher.
love somebody.